And that breaking news, the first major fallout from the eavesdropping scandal inside the Nashville DA's office. Good evening to you. I'm Carrie Sharp.
And I'm Rory Johnston. Now we've learned a first-degree murder case scheduled to go on trial next week has been put on hold.
And that comes amid concerns that the DA's office may have eavesdropped on the defense team in that case. It is a scandal first exposed by our chief investigative reporter, Phil Williams. Phil, this is potentially a huge development.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Defense attorneys had expressed outrage over the revelations, but we had been waiting to see if any criminal cases might actually be affected. Tonight, we may be getting our first answer. The recently released investigative report by the Tennessee Comptroller's Office includes this photo of two unidentified people who investigators said were victims of the eavesdropping scheme inside Nashville DA Glenn Funk's offices. TBI agents uncovered the evidence during a March 2023 raid after questions were first raised by News Channel 5 Investigates about the eavesdropping system where visitors and employees did not know their conversations were being recorded.
This will be Jessica Dragonetti's case.
Now, in a motion filed on behalf of murder defendant Calvin Atchison, it's revealed that the people in this photo were Atchison's defense lawyer Ben Powers and a private investigator Seth Corelli, who was working the case. The motion says neither Attorney Powers nor Mr. Corelli were aware they were being audio recorded in the DA's office when they reviewed discovery related to preparing and building Mr. Atchison's defense.
But we are better when we work together and care about each other.
According to the Comptroller's investigative report, DA Glenn Funk knew defense attorneys were being secretly recorded as they reviewed evidence and that the recordings were being shared with prosecutors, although Funk insisted no one had an expectation of privacy inside his offices. Now, the first case impacted involves a man accused in a June 2000 murder, a murder for which another man was wrongfully convicted. And Atchison's attorney wants everyone in Glenn Funk's office disqualified from the case. He argues the appearance of impropriety is so glaring, so organized, and so far-reaching that the only cure is for the DA's office to be disqualified from prosecuting Calvin Atchison's case so that his rights remain intact and so that the public's trust may be restored. Now, as of right now, prosecutors have not yet filed a response to that motion, so the judge in this case agreed to postpone the trial to give the court time to sort all of this out. The unknown right now is how many other cases could also be affected.
Phil, as I understand it and recall, that room where they put the defense team had a lot to do with how you uncovered all of this.
Yeah, it really did, because the DA's office put me in that same room to review some records, and afterwards, based on conversations I was having with a member of the DA staff, I realized that someone had been listening the whole time, and I figured I was probably not the only one.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
Phil, we know this is not the end of the story. Thank you.